So after I received the picture, uh, it
The
caught
cute picture.
right. So it caught my attention, and I called my buddy up, and I was like, "Hey, man, look, I got this young lady in my fan club, and we talked on the phone a few times, had some good conversation. We really connected on like a cultural type vibe, and she had her own business going as well, Scorpio collection cards, and just she was attractive too. And so on my next book signing opportunity, when I was coming to Philadelphia, I was like, let me reach out to her and let her know I'll be in town, etc., and invite her out, to connect.
So he called, or we've been emailing each other for a couple of months at this point because we met in June. This is August now, about mid-August. And so he said, why don't you, come down? And we went to a mall, Cheltenham Mall, actually. And I made sure that I was cute, like pearls and my hair up sweep and a Now, I just had on an attractive outfit, a little bit of lip gloss, And when I went to see him, we were just so excited to see each other in person because we had just been emailing each other, talking on the phone occasionally. So, the energy that, I felt that I thought, oh, I'm kind of special, I think. I realized that maybe it was special.
Yeah, listen, this was before like FaceTiming on phones and all that. So, like seeing her and her, I remember she had her little jeans on, just looking very attractive, cute, and we had, like I said, a really nice vibe. We joked, just had a lot of fun. I would have quit the book signing. I was like, I'm good. Can we go out to lunch? I'll take you out to dinner. But I think you had something else you had to do later on too. So we didn't actually go to lunch or dinner that day.
No, but we hung out for a little bit, and I remember leaving. And I don't know, I probably called like one of my girlfriends or something, and I just said, I think I met my husband. I think this is my husband. I think this is it. And I just felt like such joy from our conversation. It was just so fun. So after that, of course, we continued to talk and email. And I think after that,
that was pretty much it. I remember I had to go to Philly again for a party, like my cousin. It was like a bachelor's party or something. But I was like, look, I'm gonna be up in Philly, and I was like, can we meet up? So we met up, and we just met up outside and talked for. I think I skipped the whole party. We just talked for hours and hours that night, just outside, and just wanted to, be near each other and just laugh, and it was a fantastic night. Just outside kicking it, like pure fun, joy.
Yes, and I think that night was one of our first. It wasn't a co-collaboration, but we each like wrote a poem, or I think I wrote a poem and he wrote a poem, but we were just like so in love. It was really it was really special. We're still in love now. Mm-hmm. And it is 11 years of marriage and 2 beautiful children, and we're obviously in the same place now, but it's been a wonderful journey. We'll share more, but
to the place point, like, so I was teaching down in Maryland, just outside of Washington D.C., and I would travel from Prince George's County every other weekend to Philly, and she would travel, every other weekend down to PG. So we never missed a weekend, never had a weekend apart for like the next 3 years, because it was a 3-year long distance relationship. Yeah, and it was a great time. Being teachers, we had the privilege of having summers off, and get to spend more time together during the summers. But yeah, I knew she was the one, and I figured it made more sense to move up here. And the rest is history. It's been a good ride.
Yeah. So when I read my stories, I always say, well, why did I choose this story, or why did I choose this book? And so the question, a couple of reasons why I decided it would be a great time to introduce my husband to eTeachers 365, where education and culture meet. One is, I think that the narrative or the image of Black men is skewed. I think that, what we see on television and commercials and TV ads does not represent the men that I see in my own life. And I think really what's shared in a lot of African American families. And I think it's important to push that narrative to the forefront. This is a strong, positive African American father, husband, And, that image just isn't out there enough. And so as we became a couple and then later decided to have children, we were very intentional about what are we going to expose our children to? How are we going to teach our children? And so that education and culture has always been a part of how we raise our children. And so in these next few weeks, you'll actually be introduced more to Crystal Johnson, the author, the poet, and the father, as Father's Day is coming up soon as well. So please stay tuned to eTeachers 365, where education and culture meet.